If Chargers linebacker Jerry Attaochu ever needs motivation, he need not look further than his family. His parents, Nigerian immigrants, came to the United States when Jerry was just a child and hold careers in social work and ministry. His older brother, Samuel, is pursuing a master's degree. But it may be his sister, Glory, who provides the most inspiration.
Follow me.
A professional singer, she even has her own music video. Glory keeps her younger brother in line, helping him stay focused and centered in a career that can often inflate egos and force perspective to be lost. Although Glory lives in Washington, D.C., the two are close and talk or text almost every day.
Well, my dad would say that me and Jerry are the closest in the family, and sometimes he makes fun and says if you want to get to Jerry, get through Glory. So I call him my baby, even though he's bigger and he's huge now.
The relationship with my sister growing up was she was always a protector. She would protect us from the other boys in the neighborhood who were trying to beat us up and stuff like that. And she still is the same way today, only now the roles have kind of reversed. I try to protect her more.
The one thing Jerry can't protect her from is the illness attacking her body. Glory has sickle cell disease, a blood disorder she was diagnosed with as a child.
Growing up, I never really paid attention to her situation. I don't think we really even talked about it that much in the house, and we just kind of knew sometimes she would just be really, really sick.
Yeah.
She'd be in a lot of pain. There's times where she would miss class or she would be hospitalized in college. I remember her orientation when we dropped her off at college. I was still in middle school. We had to drop her off in a wheelchair because she wasn't fit to walk. So just seeing her strength and how she's able to carry on, for me, when I'm tired or physically drained, it's hard for me to complain. I'm not a complainer. I just kind of push through because I see her, and the fact that I didn't know about what she struggled with for so long just goes to show you how strong she was, to not tell me, hey, I'm going through this. If I'm sore, I'll come home and I would be like, I'm sore, I'm tired, and, but she'll come home and she wouldn't say anything, but she's hurting.
Going through sickle cell is kind of like my thing, and a lot of times I don't like putting a burden on anyone, but Jerry has always been there. Just the way I encourage him when he needs it, that's how he does it for me. When I've had times where I've come here and I actually fell sick here and I had to be admitted here, and I mean, literally Jerry would come from practice to the hospital and I can tell he's exhausted and tired, and he will stay for like hours. It's kind of emotional sometimes, just him putting himself when I know this boy is tired.
Prompted by his sister's plight, Jerry started the Glory's Hope Sickle Cell Foundation in 2015 to bring awareness to the disease and help those in the United States and Africa who are fighting the illness on a daily basis. This year, he's been nominated for the NFL Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, which recognizes players for their impact in the community.
Now, as I've become an adult, I'm seeing like, this disease can really affect somebody's life, and just seeing her and hearing her talk sometimes, and just I just can't understand the type of medication that she takes, the amount of medication that she takes just to have a normal functioning day. Sometimes just get to always have an eye on the outside world and understand that whatever situation you're going through, if somebody, be it an injury or something, or things are not always going to go your way, just always being reminded that people are fighting real battles, and you play a sport. The sport is very important to me, and I take it, because it's my life. I take it very personal. But there's also people with real life issues and diseases and sicknesses, and as an athlete, it's my job to be aware of that and to use whatever leverage I have to advocate for people who are not in a position to do that.
I think he's doing this, not just as a challenge to himself, or not just that he's gifted or he can do it, but he's doing it because he has, he feels like he has a greater calling.
There's a purpose.
There's a purpose, yes.
Now headed into his 4th season in the NFL, Jerry has goals both off the field and on. No matter where his career takes him, though, his sister will be a source of support and reassurance. And she'll also be the one forcing him to dance when the moment strikes. After all, isn't that what sisters are for?